Hey, all, it's Miss Johnson. Here's the video for the geometry assignment called Notation Translation. Translation. That almost looks like the word I just said. And we're good. All right, y'all. The point of this assignment is to be able to communicate math in a written form in 3 different ways, right? We always have pictures and English sentences to write something down and communicate ideas. But now in geometry, we also have these geometry symbols. So we're going to practice these, make sure we know how to use all 3 methods to communicate ideas, because A, ideas are told to us in all 3 forms, and B, it's nice to be able to use all 3 forms to talk to another person. And what good is math if you're only doing it by yourself? All right, y'all. The first part of the assignment says to identify what each of these symbols stands for. I'm just going to run through it with you in case you need to check your work. Number 1, this little triangle symbol, that's a triangle, right? And the way we see it used is triangle ABC describes a triangle with vertices A, B, and C, right? Or if we say it out loud, we call it triangle ABC. Number 2 is congruent. This is when we say 2 things are exactly the same, right? This is what we've been talking about, where you can use rigid motions to map one thing onto another. That means they're congruent. All their angles and other sides are the exact same. Number 3, this symbol means something is perpendicular. Perpendicular. I'm very bad at spelling, y'all. The picture for perpendicular is when there's 2 lines or 2 line segments and they meet at a 90-degree angle, a right angle, right? This is like the corner of a square, the corner of an L. It can either be line segments, rays, or lines, but it just means it meets at a 90-degree angle. All right, number 4, these 2 lines, this is the symbol for parallel. Oh, wait, let me go back to this really quick. If this is line, like, I don't know, N, J, and this is line, nope, to H and S, right? What we would write is line HS is perpendicular to line NJ, right? We're saying that this line meets this line at a 90-degree angle. That's the sentence. All right, this one's parallel. And much the same as perpendicular, it describes how 2 lines meet. Perpendicular means they meet at a 90-degree angle. Parallel means they do not meet, right? It means they have the same slope. So the picture for this one would be something like, right, this is a line JM, this is a line TH, whatever. We would say that JM is parallel to TH. And then the last one is an angle. This is just the symbol for writing out angles. If we had a picture where it was something like this, where let's use A, B, C, and D, and we wanted to talk about this angle, we would write in either angle DEC or angle CED to describe this purple angle. But using the angle symbol is the main one. Right, that is the first part done. The only things you need to write for like your answers are these actual words. But if you want to take notes, be my guest. All right. Now the next part of it looks like this. I've done 3 examples that are not on your homework, so you'll have to kind of figure those out by yourself, or come to office hours, or ask your friends, or ask your parents, or go online, or right, lots of options. But here's some examples. We want to be able to write, communicate math in an English sentence, in geometry symbols, and in a picture, a diagram. If we're given the English sentence, line LJ is parallel to line SK. I like to draw the picture first, so I'm going to do it. The diagram is I just draw two lines that don't touch. Because they're lines, I'm going to put the little arrow on the back. And then I need to label one of them as LJ. And then I need to label one of them as SK. That's the picture drawn, right? And then the geometry symbols I'm looking at is LJ is a line, is drawn as LJ, the vertices right in a row, and then the little line symbol on top. SK similarly, and then the word parallel gets translated, as we saw up here, into these two little parallel lines. So that's number 6 finished. And by number 6, I mean, there's no numbers here. Sorry, I copied the table from the assignment. All right, the next one, the one where we're given the geometry symbols. To me, we see the angle sign and we see the congruent sign. So writing the English sentence, I'm just going to translate each of these symbols into the word. I'm going to say angle XYZ is congruent to, so I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. What is it congruent to? Another angle, and this one is PQR. And then the picture, I've got a lot of options, right? I can draw an angle, I can copy and paste it over here, and then I can label one of them as XYZ, one of them is PQR, and be done with it. Right, that's definitely, these two angles are congruent. Sorry, not done with it yet. Once I draw them, I have to label that they're congruent, right? We can't rely on mathematicians, me and you, being good at drawing, because some of us aren't. So we have to put in the notation that these two have the same marking, and that's how we show that they're congruent. The other picture we could have done is we could have blast from the past, remembered about vertical angles, right? And we could have said, this is like PQR, X, Y, and Z, something like that. Right, or done like this, right? We could have said this was X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, right? And said that this angle is equal to this angle, congruent to this angle. Again, we have to put in the markings, those little arcs, the little rainbow looking things, we have to put those in to show that they're congruent in our diagram. Last one, I'm looking at the picture, and this looks like an isosceles triangle, right? It looks like two sides are equal. Triangle means it's isosceles. Nope. So when I write the English sentence, I'll say triangle BTS is isosceles. When I write the geometry symbols, basically I do the same thing, except I just write the triangle instead of writing triangle as BTS. I just writing out the word triangle, I just write the symbol triangle. BTS, where BT is congruent to TS, which is not congruent to BS. Right? This one you just kind of write true facts about what's going on. All right, y'all. That is my examples for the assignment. Try it out. I really want to see what you come up with. I really want to see kind of like what we need to practice and what you already know. So try your best. If you need to come to office hours, they are from 3 to 4 on days where you have double math, and they're from 9 to 11 in the morning on Wednesdays. But at any time, you can just message me on Teams and we can figure something out. All right, see you in class.